You're listening to Mr. Allard's Neighborhood. Small town feel with big time ideas. After all, you are entitled to Brad's opinion. Here's your host, Brad Allard.
Well, I got woken up this morning. How about you, Melissa?
Yeah, but it was so nice.
It's nice. When it's raining and you're inside and under the covers, it's a nice feeling.
I don't mind as long as I'm not in the rain, maybe like not driving in blinding rain, but
Yeah,
I
right.
love storms. Like, I might as well be a roofer. They make me so excited. I love them.
Well, no, it's nice because we needed it, certainly.
Yes,
and,
we did. And 2 days in a row? Stop.
Well, it was, in August, right? I was surprised yesterday because, you look on the phone and, it's coming down like Armageddon and the phone says clear and sunny. Anyway, what can you say? But I'm glad that we got the rain.
Yes.
Anyway, we're going to have a fun time talking about what's going on with the chamber, and also you brought a guest with you. Why don't you introduce your guest?
Good. This is Candace Collins. She is our new events and marketing coordinator for the chamber. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, how about that?
Yes.
And we're going to talk to her about her background and what she does for the chamber and what the chamber does for y'all. In fact, at the end of the show afterwards, I have a prospective client for you.
Nice.
Because
Thank you.
that's how it works here. We want to, try to spread the wealth, so to speak. Anyway, before we jump into all of that, I need to get this taken care of here. Here we go. Let's talk about our sponsors.
Let's.
Our Place. I'll be going there right after the show. I'm meeting a friend of mine from the networking group I'm in.
Nice.
So I was there last Thursday morning with the men, and we tried to solve problems. And after 5 minutes, said, "Oh, to heck with it. It's almost football season. Let's just talk football. It's a lot easier." And we have a lot more opinions on it. But Our Place is always a great place for that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And then also Gina's. I was there last night. It's not just because it's my sponsor. It's because I had need of what they serve. We had my Sunday school class had a party last night, a pizza party. And I went by Gina's to take a pizza to it. And it turns out out of the 4 pizzas, 3 of them are from Gina's. So that's a good sign.
Right? That's very true.
Well, they also had Reagan James singing last night, Susie's daughter. And so they always have a really good Sunday night thing. I've been a couple of times, and that place is becoming the place to be, so to speak, on a Sunday night.
It's hopping, huh?
Yeah.
I do love every time we talk about Gina's, I have to say the pickle pizza is. I just need you to try it. It's so good.
Well, I'll give it a shot, or I'll try to see if Otto will slide me a piece from the house.
Right,
But
just a piece.
Yeah.
I want the whole
Quite
thing.
yet.
Like the side, like how big can we get that pizza?
yeah, well, whatever.
Just for myself, I'll stab your hand with a fork and take it. Like I love it.
It's like when I go there, I get the same thing, and it's not because I'm just such a creature of habit, but I like what I'm getting, and it's like, and I don't, it's like I don't want to miss this opportunity. But I've also had other things there. I've had 3 other sandwiches, and they're great. That meatball sandwich, you better bring a towel with you because you're going to get sauce all over you, and it's a great deal. And so I really enjoy it, and so I'm glad to have him as a sponsor, certainly. But I even more so that I can enthusiastically endorse him, as I can this gentleman, John Williams, at Pro Roofing. I'm sure he'll be busy this coming week.
Yes.
Well, that's he's dancing around when it's raining. Yes, all right, ring that cash register. Anyway, thing about John, though, if you call him out to inspect your roof, you're going to get the honest appraisal. You're not going to get some song and dance about how it's the end of the world or whatever. He's going to tell you, your roof's fine, or he'll tell you need some minor repairs, or he'll tell you if you need a whole new roof. And so, you'll get an honest appraisal. So call him at 817-734-2756. If you woke up with leaks in your house, that was a bad time to find that out. That you need a new roof or whatever. But 817-734-2756, and he'll come tell you the truth about your roof. I made that up myself.
It's nice.
Yeah, anyway.
Trademark,
yeah. Well, it's a free gift to him. Yeah. Also, Jeff Kelly over at the Weddington Agency here in town. Yes. 817-781-0546. Also, Jeff at jeffkellyrealty.com. It's a good thing that he knows his business because a lot of people read stuff in the paper, and I saw something on the news and they said it's a buyer's market or something like that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's not the experience I'm getting because my mom needs to sell her house.
Oh, okay.
And I have another friend who needs to sell his house. They're both not in Burleson. They're way out of town. My parents are in Corsicana. And it's like, they've been on the market for like 8 months, and so what is this all about? So you need somebody like Jeff to navigate all of this.
Right.
You don't. If you try to do it on your own to try to save a few bucks, you're going to end up costing yourself a few bucks. So call Jeff if you're looking to move around this area. Particularly Godley is becoming a big market for this area. Yeah. Do y'all do much with Godley?
Not really, no.
Do they even have a chamber?
They do have a chamber, yes.
See, I don't know how big they are, to tell you the truth.
I do meet with the Godley Chamber. Actually, we have
Friday.
a Johnson County chamber breakfast on Friday.
Oh, yeah, so you'll get together and commiserate or what?
We're hosting this time.
Okay. Oh, really? Where are you going to host it at?
We will be at Old South.
Old South. Well, that's where we do our networking groups.
Because they have that other little room to the side and
Works out.
Right. Yeah, we're down the little room by the street.
Yes.
And it's all good. And the good thing about it, I've talked to Otto before. There's like a group of friends that run restaurants. Station 330 is a good friend of his. Speaking of which, do we have that one? Yes, we do. Still going on. They're still doing that relief for Hill Country relief. And so Rob and I went there Thursday for mid-afternoon lunch, whatever. And, hamburger's great. Service is great. And they have at the end, when you pay your tab, they have an offer to $5-10, whatever, and he'll match that. So they're that's a really great thing they're doing. And it's going on until Saturday, I believe.
Oh, good.
The 9th, yeah. So you still got some time to get in there and donate to the folks down in Hill Country. I went there about 2:00 on a Thursday, thinking there'd be nobody there, and I would say it was about 2/3 full.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't so much outside because it was 100 degrees, but
yeah.
still.
We tried to go the other day and sit outside, and we were the only ones.
Same with us.
So we went back in.
Robin loves al fresco dining, if you will, and so it was hot, but she enjoys that. So you do what you do to keep the spouse happy, right?
That's very true if you're smart.
Alex Phillips says, "Hey."
Hi, Alex.
Good morning. And also a gentleman from Cleveland, Aaron Ash, has become a regular viewer. Thank you for that. I need the numbers. And so it's all good. But anyway, I'm going to finish doing the shares here, and then we'll be on our way.
We'll just sit back here.
I have been sharing a bunch with a bunch of different groups because I like to get the word out for not just the show, but for what we're doing here.
Yeah.
And so let's start with what happened last week. It was a Thursday or Friday you did the luncheon with the new teachers?
Thursday.
Thursday, okay.
I was like, I don't know. What happened? This feels dramatic, Allard. What?
No, the lunch. Doggone it.
The lunch, the new teacher luncheon that we did. Yeah. So speaking of Station 330, they actually catered that event for us. And so it's just our way to get to connect new teachers, whether it's, new to the area or just...
The dish.
Well, when I was a new teacher, it was, for me, I didn't start at the beginning of the school year. I started in October. I was an emergency hire. One of the ladies that worked at the junior high, one of the teachers, her husband got transferred, so she had to leave in the middle of the first semester, and they hired me, and I filled in, and you talk about being thrown in the deep end of the pool. It was something. It was 7th graders. Oh, my Lord. Oh. Yeah, it took a while, but I had, at that time, I had a vice principal that really had my back, and so she basically said, "You just send them on down, and I will give them a couple of whacks and send them back. Don't even bother filling out the paperwork."
But also back then you could.
Yes, you could.
Right?
You probably don't remember the Hughes Middle School geography, so to speak, but my room had 2 doors, and one of the doors was the back hall to the office, so I could just send kids
out the back door.
At the back door.
To get their back door.
Yeah. And, I tell you, there's a gentleman who's still with us, David Dunn, who's been long retired. That guy could be a batting coach for the major leagues because he'd show you how to swing that paddle. I mean, lift that leg up, roll the wrist through, bam, and you're off to the bleachers. But anyway, you're right, back then you could do that.
It's crazy.
Anyway, I get off the topic. But when I was on campus, long after my first year, they'd have the new teacher lunch, and usually they had it during in-service, not before.
Yes.
And so I'd find a reason to be on campus on that day, and I just kind of wander on over there. Got any extra pizza left over or enchiladas or whatever? Oh, I just happened to bring my Tupperware with me. And then they give me a couple pieces, and I go like, "Hey, I got 2 kids at home. Okay, here's a couple more."
Just take the whole box.
I did happen one time. Well, they had like 4 or 5 boxes left over, and I said, "What are you going to do with them?" Well, here, take one. We're just going to give them away.
Yeah.
So, were you there at the event?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
The day before, we were there.
Yeah.
So tell us about it. How did it go?
It was good. So lots of new teachers. I mean, the normal new influx of teachers and administrative staff and all of that. And it's just a time for our members to be able to love on them and shower them with gifts and little goodies. And
In other words, mislead them into thinking.
no.
Well, no, it's like I always thought that was kind of funny because they'd slop all the sugar on you. I mean, even the veteran teachers at in-service, and then it's like, oh, don't get to work, leave us alone. But no, I'm just kidding. I had a long career at BISD.
Yeah.
And some days were tougher than others. But overall, I have nothing but good memories. Even when I had conflicts with the administration, which sometimes was my own fault, I suppose, but. Sometimes they wouldn't listen to my great advice.
Right.
But I have really good feelings about BISD. Yeah. And, when you're in the battle, so to speak, you think this is the craziest place I ever saw in my life. But then I talk to my colleagues in other districts, and they say, oh, you think that's crazy?
Yeah.
Let me tell you some stories. And as far as any other district within driving distance of Burleson that's better than us, there ain't many, if any.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some that are pretty good. Josh was pretty good. But in particular, but as far as is there one that's better? Yeah. Everybody thinks Mansfield has got it going on. I had Mansfield friends, and they said it's just as crazy over here. So
it's like any other workplace, right?
Yeah.
Like when you're in it, it feels different because it's your workplace, but you actually hear perspective from other people, maybe. But also,
no, I can recommend to a new teacher if it's going to be a hard profession regardless, but if I can recommend BISD to a new teacher, and part of it is because of the community support, like you're talking about. They used to have, I don't know, for new teachers a bag of stuff, pens, pencils, whatever. My day was chalk. I'm not joking.
No, I believe you.
The second year, going into my second year, they invited me to the new teacher thing since I missed it the previous year.
That's good.
And it was over at the luncheon was at it's now the early college campus, right? But back then it was the high school campus. And they gave me a bag of. I was teaching the junior high at the time, and they gave me a bag of pencils, pens, a couple of erasers, chalk, all that. And I thought that's great. And then I went to the high school the next year, and they gave me this bag of stuff. I had a whiteboard. Wow. Oh. I thought, man, I'm getting fancy. And it was a really funny story because the principal at the junior high at the time, who's long since moved on, moved on 30-something years ago, ran a really, really strict staff. All right. In other words, if you wanted a pen or a pencil, you need to fill out the form and wait a week and a half.
Yeah.
And if you wanted copies made, you better get it in 4 days before you need it. Anything about an emergency, you forget it. I go over to the high school, and I had my own room with its own thermostat, and I had a TV up there for in-house TV, and my own window. And the teacher, the late Miss Klein, she just passed away earlier in the spring, gave me a bag chock full of stuff, and I said, well, I'll be careful with you. No, just get some more. I got a closet over here full of it. And I literally teared up. I really was. I was getting emotional about a bag of school supplies, and she goes, what the hell are they doing to you over at the junior high? So,
She lured you in with pencils and all the copies.
Who knew that's what that took?
Well,
that was it.
I don't know. You graduated probably after Miss Klein retired, but she was just a wonderful person, and she passed away in the spring, and she took care of me. Not that the department heads I had over at the junior high took care of me too. Linda Schwab was her name. Linda Schwab and Linda Fullendorf. The principal, though, gave me I could do without that one. But, but
it's nice to have someone who takes care of you, especially if it's not their regular job, because, like you're saying, the department head would usually be your next in line. But it's just to have someone who... And
as far as the principal at the high school, it was Terry Ford at the time, and he was like, go do your job, I'll leave you alone. And he did. Nice. So there you are. Yeah. But anyway, I'm rambling on memory lane here. So you have do this every year, but you also got, I know, an event coming up. Is it with the bank over on Renfro in a week from tomorrow?
Yes, Network at Night.
Right.
Yes.
I think it's
National
August
Bank of
12th.
Texas.
Yes.
It is.
Tim Sutherland.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I know
Yes,
Tim
yes.
forever.
Yeah, they're hosting 4:30 to 6. It's come and go. It's open to the public. You don't have to register. Doesn't cost anything.
Right.
And so come, bring your business cards, network.
Yeah, do that. I was there. They did this about a year ago, and I was there for it. Alex is remembering Miss Klein. She was an incredible woman and teacher. She inspired a ton of us kids back then.
No.
Some teachers have specialties.
Yeah.
And her specialty was reaching those kids that otherwise would be totally disinterested in school. Not that all of her kids were that way, but she was really good at those kids that either struggled in school or had learning issues or whatever else. So she was really good about dealing with that particular group of kids and kept them in school in many cases. So, God bless her. Anyway, back to Tim and the bank and all this. I like those Network at Nights. I haven't been to the last one I was going to go to. I had to bail out the last minute because
Was that at Lost Oak?
yeah,
That one?
and I wanted to go to
You
Lost
missed
Oak.
a good one.
I did, but I had a good reason to miss. My dad is in his last days, and my aunt was coming to see him from San Antonio that Tuesday night, and I found out that Tuesday morning she was going to be there, so that's where we were. We were hoping my dad makes it to his birthday, which is in about a month.
Okay.
But, he's 87. I've talked about it on the air before.
Yeah.
And it's, we're prepared.
Yeah.
But anyway, off to that soft topic. I remember going to one of these at National Bank of Texas about a year ago, and they put on a good spread.
They put on a fantastic spread. Yes. Great food, great drinks, good, amazing prizes, like raffle prizes. They were really good. So I'm looking forward to it again.
Is this what you do now? You put these together?
Yes, I haven't put any of these together. So, like last month at Lost Oak was my first to get to attend, and it was fabulous. So, I'm looking forward to getting to go to other hosts and see what theirs is like. And
Well, you need to talk about yourself now. Your name and, like I said, your bank account number, social security number, all those things. Driver's license number.
yes. So, again, I'm Candace, and this is my third week starting out. I know.
Now, technically, she's been here for longer, just like behind the scenes, doing here and there kind of stuff for us. So this is in office full time, legit.
She got me over. Melissa and I think we decided it was 8 years that we've known each other. We met over at Burleson ISD where we both worked.
Where'd you work for them?
So I was in the administration office for almost 11 years.
Did you work for anybody in particular? Or?
I worked for lots of people.
Oh, right.
One consistently was my girl, Leanne Arthur. And then
I've known
there
her
was...
for 30 years. Yeah.
Yes. So there was always another director, executive director that I would have to take care of as well.
Yeah. Well, I've known Leanne, of course, professionally. She graduated before I started teaching there, but she's been part of BSD as long as I was and still there, obviously. And I knew her brothers and sisters, her mom and dad, the whole thing. So
Roses, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I did curriculum, and then when I left, I was finishing out. I was in support services.
Support services. Okay.
It's a fun office.
Yeah. Okay.
Where lots of people call you and gripe, and you calmly listen. Yep, and de-escalate.
Working around Dr. Jemison, he always struck me as a guy who's walking around just throwing ideas out like, sparks from an engine, and all this other stuff. And then, because I understand he's high energy, and that's fine. That's good. I had a good relationship with him. We left on, when I left to school, he had been very helpful to me personally. So,
but it's nice to have someone who's over such a serious, role, but having a good sense of humor. He's personable. You can approach him. He's enjoyable.
It's needed, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's funny when he'd come to a high school event, a lot of the high school boys just start muscling up, I'm doing this because, one of them called him a swole Stephen Colbert.
That's funny. And I see it.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah. But anyway, but no, he's always been pleasant. But it is high stress, right, down in the administration building. People think it's, teachers think, oh, those guys down the street, they got it made and shade. No, I know different.
And we definitely did not get off. Everyone always thought, oh, you enjoy your summer. No. We worked hard during the summer, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's actually, you probably got more work done in the summer.
Oh, yes.
It's a year, yeah.
But
Just got to get it ready to go.
But now it starts, the classes start a week from tomorrow, I believe.
Is that right?
13th.
13th, Wednesday.
I thought it was Tuesday.
Is it?
Well,
I don't know. I'm just like, my kid's a senior now. I don't know. He's going to take himself. So.
No, it's a week from Tuesday. It's
Man, in my head, it was
Tuesday.
Wednesday. Man.
Do you have any kids in school?
I have 2 left. I have a 7th grader going to Hughes and one going, she's going to be a sophomore at BHS. And then I had one that graduated in 24, I think, from Centennial.
Oh, mom's love. It's
I don't
touching.
know. It feels like it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's gone off. He's still at home, but he's doing Hughes. Or Hughes. Hill. There we go.
Oh, well, see, I'm glad you said that.
And he did go ahead. He did receive, yes.
Okay, I want to plug the Burleson Opportunity Fund since
There
I'm here.
you go.
They're going to be on the show next week, ironically enough, on the first day of school. And I'm part of that. Victoria Johnson's part of that. And there's a lot of, and the mayor's part of it. The thing about the Burleson Opportunity Fund, I can't tell you. I used to teach at Hill up until last Christmas. I mean, for like 20-something years. I did dual enrollment and night classes. And I can't count the number of kids, particularly in the night classes, or when I retired, I had some day classes, how many were on that Opportunity Fund. And how much money, not only money it's saved, but, when you're 18, you're out of high school, a lot of people think they want to be, a right fielder for the Mets or something like that, something unrealistic, or they think they want to be something and they find out not so much.
Right.
It's a good way to find that first year to, take care of your basic courses, have them paid for, and then you go to another college to get your final degree. And that way, you save your folks a lot of money.
I mean, really, it was an absolute blessing. And I mean, he did not, he still doesn't know. I mean, I try to give him that and slow him down. It's okay that you don't know.
Exactly right.
Just keep going and getting those basics. So it's good. And we were very thankful for it.
Well, when I went to Baylor, I thought I'd be a stockbroker. And then I found out what they really did. And I said, no, thanks.
Not interested.
None. And then I got a business degree because I really still just kind of said, well, that's what you get. And then I worked in business a couple of years and said, no, this is not what I want to do. And then I switched over and eventually became a teacher. But a lot of kids, they feel pressure to choose a career.
Well, I mean, we put the pressure on.
I know.
You can't help it because as a parent, you worry that they don't have any goals or they're aimless or whatever. That's not really what's happening. They just don't have the experience to understand what all these jobs would entail and what it mean, and they may find it to be no, thank you, or hey, I didn't realize this is what it was, and it's interesting to me. So Hill's a good place to do that.
It is.
So, as a parent, did you find the process of getting the BOF money a hassle or anything like that?
No, but
hey,
I think I kind of had, because of where I was with the district, I had people that helped me, or that I could easily go to and ask questions.
Like Jason Hahn, maybe?
Jason Hahn, I worked for Dr. Seth Hickman. He was still over advanced academics then. And
what's he now? Oh, just another position?
Yep. Yes, he is director of something, and I don't remember
It doesn't matter.
And my sister is over college career military
Who's your sister?
readiness. Summer Foster. Summer Owen, sorry.
You're kidding. Jason's wife?
Jacob.
Jacob, I'm sorry. I said
Yes,
Jacob.
that's my...
Jacob. I had Jacob, had all the Owen boys, but Jacob is one I knew best.
He's my favorite.
Yeah. Well,
He gave me lots of little redhead
and Summer,
babies.
I had Summer, when Summer Foster. Then you're probably cousins with Chase then, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew he was a good friend of my son's. But Summer, and it was funny, when they were in high school, they had like this Sam and Diane Cheers kind of thing going on, and they're like, yes, we're involved. No, we're not. No, we're fighting. Yes, we love each other. Today she's the love of my life. Next day, we're broken up. That kind of routine, but Jacob he's always a character. So you're all related, haven't you?
Yep, we are.
How about that? See, this is a small world. Now, Jacob just got a job. He's a principal now.
He's principal at Hike Elementary.
Right. Yeah, I know he moved up the chain. And the thing is, God bless him. If you told me when he was a junior that he was going to be a principal of an elementary school, I said, you need to take another swig out of the bottle. Because not that he was irresponsible or anything, but he was just a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. He was very popular and all this other stuff. But there you are.
I think he still is.
Well, I'm sure he is.
He's a connector. He really I do miss because he was leaving Hughes and that he had my daughter, and I've told him I'm not real happy about that.
Yeah.
Because he kept her under wraps. But
it's summer. I know she was really big into softball. She was a very good player.
Yeah.
And now she's still coaching?
Still head coach.
Oh, still head coach, okay.
And then has another sister that's the assistant.
Well, I forgot the sister's name.
That one is Mallory.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. But it's been a while. I knew Summer better.
Yeah.
And they were both really good students. I mean, Summer and Jacob, but, it's just funny to watch them. Today I love him. Next day I hate him.
Yeah, we all feel that.
It didn't change to get married, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, well, good. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I diverted.
I had help from those people, but Jason, who I don't know, I presume, is he still over it?
Yeah, he's still there, yes.
Yeah, he was very helpful, and I think that he made the process really easy. The meetings and everything, they were all good.
Well, we have on October 9th, I believe, it's the second Thursday, over at First United, we're going to have our big breakfast. And it's a big deal because normally we have a golf tournament to help raise money. But what was happening is that I go, among others, and go raise money, sponsors for the golf tournament. And then about a month later, after it's over, we're going back for the breakfast. And then hey, I saw you, you already shook me down once. And so whatever we were gaining in the golf tournament and the expense of that, we were losing
over there.
Yeah. So we put all our eggs, so to speak, in the breakfast.
Yeah.
And
it's easier, I'm sure, too.
It takes less time overall, but the breakfast itself, Lori Dias.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She did it for like 3 or 4 years, and she said, look, I got to spend more time with my grandkids. She's a wonderful person, and she was doing all the work. So we said, okay, you've done your duty. And so Victoria and I and about 2 or 3 others are going to be running the breakfast.
Good, okay.
And there's a lot of phone call on it to be done.
I bet,
And then if we have anybody that is reluctant in donating, we said, okay, don't make me bring Patsy Dumas into this. All right.
Yes, because she will get you.
Yeah, it's like she walks in the door and you just start, okay.
Yeah. How do you tell that woman no?
Just here's the checkbook, Do you know Patsy by any chance?
I do not.
Well, you
Sounds
will.
like I'm missing
You
out.
will.
You
Yes.
will. No,
She's wonderful.
She's involved in so many different outfits, including ours. But anyway, so you're a beneficiary of BOF, and I'm really glad for that because, it makes it easier to make those phone calls when we know that people are being helped.
Right.
We don't feel like we're wasting our time.
Absolutely not.
Well, I took up half your time talking
That's
about
okay.
BOF. All right,
I'll just sit here in the corner. It's fine.
It's good. That's good. But anyway, we still were talking about your background. You worked for the school, then you joined. How did you know each other before? And besides you said from school, but how did y'all professionally get into this situation?
Well, we were working together, and she, we did all the things. We did the events. We did.
Our jobs overlapped a lot
yes.
together. Yeah, we did a lot.
So what do you do now for the chamber?
So I'm the coordinator of events and marketing. So doing social media. Most events are already kind of set for this year. So, but there is excitement of we'll get to talking about how we might do things differently at different events, and rethinking and coming up with fresh stuff.
So when you talk about social marketing, what tools do you use?
Right now, I'm just dabbling in Canva. But we're doing.
Poor.
That's right.
Please, I've seen this spacious office you have.
Oh my goodness!
No,
it is
The
when I got.
lies he is telling right now.
No, it is. It's a pretty tight fit over
Thank you.
there on the top.
We're cozy.
Like couple hundred square feet.
They're still on top floor, babes,
Yes,
right?
yes.
That's well-known building to all us old timers. But I was up there with Greg Williams about February, I think we were, because we were talking about some kind of thing with y'all, and y'all are pretty much you and Sarah at the time were pretty much on, cheek to jowl, so to speak,
Yes. And now there's 3 of us.
All right. Oh, yeah. What is Jasmine doing for you again?
She is member and administrative
Okay,
services.
good. I just want to get this job straight.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so you use Canva and all this, but when I think of people using social media, I think the traditional means, X, I guess, Twitter for us old timers.
Facebook,
Instagram, all that.
TikTok.
Do you do all that business?
We are mainly Facebook, Instagram. We're not Xers, and we're new. We don't twit or anything of that nature.
Good for you. I can't stand. I can't stand Twitter or X or Blue Sky or True Social.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Blue Sky is kind of like the liberal alternative to X, and True Social is Don Trump's little own personal speaking platform.
We're going to stick to the basics.
Please stay away from X.
Yes. Yeah. Really, I mean, Melissa, she enjoys the humor. And so both of us, I think we agree upon that.
Yes.
So trying to incorporate some humor to get more people active. Friday, I posted that we had a ribbon cutting for our new copier.
Saw that.
Yes.
And people loved it. So
I loved it. You talk about the motion back and forth, the big giant scissors.
it's like a boomerang.
Yeah. Is that what it's called? Well, I made me laugh. I loved it.
I loved that we got a new printer.
I know. It's fancy up there.
Wow.
It was rough.
That space got a little smaller, but that's okay.
We're just lavishing upon the chamber all this stuff.
Because now we can print 2 pages back to back without it messing up.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. Oh,
my gosh.
Well, so you do operate on a pretty tight budget. I mean,
We do, yeah.
But you might have to raise the fees.
I mean, we make it work. We do our best.
Well, everybody's raising fees, so it's worth the money. The chamber is worth the money. This is my plug for the chamber.
Yeah, it really is.
Because it's not just I've gotten business, but I've found business there. There was a couple times I needed a particular service, and I didn't know anybody in that field personally, like from a networking group or just in my social life, if you will, which is nothing. And so I went to the chamber directory, and there is, not that you're recommending businesses, but it's an endorsement if they're part of the chamber and they're in good standing. Okay, it is a way of saying we trust this group enough to be associated with them.
And that group actually appreciates the community that they are a part of and that they serve because they're part of the chamber.
Right, and so I feel like I'm not just getting on Google and taking a chance. If I don't know somebody or don't want somebody to know somebody, I go to the chamber and the directory for that. And my name's on the directory as well.
Yeah.
And so I feel like, in a way, among other reasons, if I'm going to be part of the Chamber of Commerce, I need to make sure I'm an ethical business person. Yeah. And I want people to feel the same way if they come and contact me for anything. That's what I feel about the chamber. And I've talked to other people in other towns, and they say, "What chamber? We don't have, do we have a Chamber of Commerce?" I don't
we
know.
are one of the most active in the area for sure.
Easily. I was talking to somebody. I don't want to name the town because it's within driving distance. I'll put it that way. And they didn't even know they had a Chamber of Commerce. They'd never been contacted. They're a small business. They've been there like a decade or more, and they never had a contact of any kind.
But also weren't aware throughout the community that was like there wasn't a presence there.
No.
Whether they'd been contacted and like, hey, do you want to join? But it was more that had no presence in their community.
Yeah. How it came up, this is 3 or 4 months ago, and he was asking about the podcast. I said, you knew we're coming on in about a week. And I mentioned, I have this chamber's coming on. And he goes, we don't even have a chamber. Oh, I bet you do.
Right.
But, a lot of times it's a social hour. And I think y'all take the business networking pretty seriously.
Yes.
Yeah. Our breakfast.
I was just going to say.
For like our 3rd month in a row, especially in the summer, because, people are on vacation, they're out of the office, they're whatever. We have had our 3rd month in a row of our record attendance at Business Over Breakfast. So over 100 at last month, which was a couple weeks ago or something like that, which is huge. And we're really grateful. And I still stand that's my favorite event, but so many people make connections
absolutely.
At that event.
I was thoroughly impressed. She keeps saying that's her favorite. And so last week was my first, and It was really fun. I'm a fellowshipper, so I enjoy people, and the 100 that were there, they wanted to talk to each other. They wanted to share, and so it was really encouraging to see it's working.
Yeah, and lots of new people.
Yes.
New people who had never been there before, different
Like,
businesses.
it's my first time.
Yeah.
And I felt stupid last Wednesday when Jeremy Bleeker gets up there and tells us yesterday was, record setting or something like that. And I'm like, I didn't set my alarm. No wonder. So I felt like I felt guilty.
I don't even think Bleeker was there, though.
Nobody heard
just
of
sharing
it.
the news.
Yeah. No, Bleeker, he's sharing the news.
just heard.
No,
He's
Bleeker
celebrating.
was hurt, right?
Yeah.
You know this story?
No.
He was in a traffic accident, and so he missed a couple.
What? When?
Well, I don't want to get all the details. I thought you knew. No. He got hit from the rear and had some neck pain for about 3 or 4 days, and so he missed one of our B&I meetings, and he missed that breakfast and all that. As far as we know, he's fine now. He's getting some therapy, but he was injured, and so he was there. He was there telling us about it because he was getting the news about how big it was. Plus, there was Greg Williams
And Lisa was there.
and Lisa, and they said, "Oh, it was wonderful," and all this other stuff, and I just felt. What an idiot I am. That was a good opportunity. I missed it.
That's okay. On the 26th of August will be our next one, and we'll be back at the Brick.
Yeah, I'm going to start my DBU class that morning.
Well, if you could just change your schedule, though.
Sure. I'll get those 23 students. Hey, come later in the day.
That's fine.
And they'll look this. Oh, it's you,
can get
Allard.
there at 10. That's fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
They'll understand. It's for breakfast.
They want to sleep in anyway. They're really not interested in coming.
No, well, thank you for that, but still, they get their sleep in. I see it. So no big deal. It's constitutional law, so they're riveted.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He still
Does
just,
sound
tell us
exciting.
more. Oh, I don't want to go to my next class. I want to stay here. Tell us
Pins and
more.
needles.
Wise.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Too far. Okay.
No, it's fine. You got any big events coming in the fall?
Don't we always?
do.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving you a nice little
Thank
segue.
you.
for that.
Thank you. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, September 26th, we have our Full Circle Women's Conference. And what year is this?
I think it's 5. Yeah.
Okay, at Pathway, and we're excited about this one. It's I've made my notes so that I don't forget.
She's better than me.
Yeah.
If I can read my chicken scratch, though. So we have Charla Corn is going to be our main speaker, our keynote, and then we have, I think, 8 or 9 breakout sessions. And I think that this one is going to be, feels like it's of course to women, all ages, working, all gamuts, that we're really just chasing. What are we doing? How are we representing ourselves? We'll have breakout sessions about finances, mindset shift, visibility, looking at social media stuff. How are we portraying ourselves and selling ourselves?
The social media thing is pretty important because I understand now and has been for a little while that most employers want to have access to your Facebook and other social media to see if, you got a bunch of pictures of you, drunk at Padre Island or something like that. So how you present yourself is even more important than before. You got to be really careful about how and what you put on social media or TikTok or whatever, which I don't. You do TikTok? Good.
I'm old.
Yeah, we look at it.
But stay with it.
I mean,
the Chinese
I
don't need to know.
I know.
The Chinese know everything. They don't need to know what you're doing on TikTok.
Our work. The chamber has one. Yes. I don't.
Okay.
I'm old. I don't.
Well, just be assured there's some person over in Beijing that's keeping a close eye on the Burleson chamber.
Well, we keep it clean. That's fine.
Well, but so this is on the 26th at Pathway.
Yes.
What we
Yes,
do if
it's at
Pathway
Pathway.
didn't open up, or First
my
Baptist,
goodness,
those are
I
your
know.
two
Yeah,
places
we're
to go.
so thankful that they partner with us in the way that they do. For
Well,
sure.
I have the mayor on tomorrow, and I'll give him a piece of my mind while we don't have a public space. Of course, he has.
I am sure you will.
I will, but he'll look at me like, look, Peckerwood, I got all this other stuff going on.
Yes.
I got bigger fish to fry than right now.
Yeah.
So,
I look forward to hearing.
yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have that. You can
gosh.
sign up. But then we also have in October on the 10th, what do we have? It's our first.
Clay shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fundraiser. Yeah.
That was my shotgun.
Okay. Yeah.
Good.
Y'all do this all day long, don't you? Laugh and giggle and
yes,
carry
you
on?
know, we
Yeah,
should.
okay. All right.
We're a good time.
Yeah.
Where is this clay shoot at now?
Alpine.
Alpine. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And it's what day again?
Friday
October
the 10th.
October 10th.
10-10.
Wow, there's a lot going on that first week or so of October. Besides our breakfast on October 2nd, or 9th rather, that morning, that night, October 9th is the Next Step Gala.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty close.
Yeah, and so, the
Yeah, we did.
philanthropic crowd at Burleson is going to have a very full week.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. And then the week after, I think on the 16th is our fall luncheon where we'll have an update from economic development or hear from economic development. And
From
so
Alex?
We've always,
He
yeah.
never tells me anything on this show. If you're still listening, Alex, doggone it. If you tell them things, you need to be telling me things.
You are welcome to come to the luncheon
the
and
16th. The 16th is what day?
It's a Thursday.
I-
We're always the third Thursdays for our quarterly luncheons. So.
Where's this at?
Pathway.
Pathway again.
Yeah.
Pathway. They're very generous with their space.
Yes, they are.
really are.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
very kind. I know you've done some stuff at First Baptist.
Yeah. We do try to spread the love around.
Well,
Yes, we had something in July.
July.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had our women's health.
yeah, and so
luncheon there.
you have all this stuff for women, though. I know that you had one for Jessica Boland's photography group. About 6 weeks ago? Some sort of
Our
heels?
Power of Heels.
Power of
yeah,
Heels,
they had hosted the network at night.
Did you have business dudes or anything like that?
Not yet.
No.
Is
yeah,
that
no.
something that you're interested in doing?
Well, no, I'm just because I'm being
just
politically
picking.
correct. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
I'm standing up for my fellow males or whatever.
So October
Nah, forget it.
10th, pew pew.
Yeah.
Clay shoot.
What time?
We expect to see you then.
8 a.m. to 2.
Do you need to bring your own gun?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm just making sure.
You're not borrowing mine.
I know. I didn't even have to ask. I know you had to have a gun. Have a rifle. You just strike me as somebody that probably does a little shooting every now and then.
Oh, I
Okay.
mean,
I thought we were going the opposite way. I was like, whoa.
No.
We can hit a pigeon.
Yeah. But you do that sometimes. Every now and
it's
then?
been a very long time. I'm
Yeah.
actually terrible with a shotgun, which doesn't make any sense because it's right. But I'm much better with a pistol.
Really.
Yeah,
I'm the opposite.
Well.
which makes sense. But
Yeah.
I just feel like either way, you should be concerned.
I'm from the country. And you're not.
Well, the last time I went to a shooting range was back in May, and I impressed my son.
Oh, well, that's good.
Because he's into it, and I'm like, oh, I'll just do this every now and then with him. And well, you better shot than I thought, and so that's good. And so that's a good thing. If you have any logos, whatever, send them here, and we throw them up on the end of the show for the nonprofit
I meant
ads.
to do that, but
so
I
she didn't share that with me, or I would have been on it.
Well, you
Yeah,
can send
she
it
really would have.
tonight or tomorrow or Wednesday, whenever, at the network at night or the event in September. A week prior
do
to
all of
that,
them.
when we probably going to have a big event, that National Giving Day, we're going to do it at Otto's. He just doesn't know it yet.
Oh, good.
At Gina's, and we're gonna have-
Excellent. Try the pickle pizza. If you have pickle pizza there, I'm
He's sick of
in.
hearing about your pickled pizza.
Well, until you try it, I'm going to keep doing it.
Well, it's one of my favorite shows. We'll have all the nonprofits in and give like 8 minutes, 9 minutes to talk about what they want, and then they all get together and they're all, while somebody's on, the rest of them are fellowshipping, as you like to say, over pizza and sandwiches or salads and whatnot. And it's a these ladies that run these nonprofits, and they're all women. Boy, they have a hard job.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw another plug out here. Our pantries need help. And Promise is the one I usually deal with because it's from my church, and I have about 4 friends that work there. But Harvest House and House of Hope are in the same situation. It's just hard keeping food on the shelves.
Yeah.
And so I'm just throwing that out there, guys. So, if you're at the store the next couple of days, pick up an extra few cans of corn or peas. Or I tell you what, they also is very helpful is like spaghetti type meals where it's a meal in itself, right?
Oh,
And I'm 63 years old and I still love SpaghettiOs. It's like, where's my strawberry Kool-Aid? And I'll be back to when I was 10. But anyway, so you got lots going on, it sounds like, this
We
fall.
always have lots going on.
I know.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. You are very active. I mean, I'm glad you are, because I bet you'd be bored otherwise if you just kind of were one of these coffee and donuts kind of chamber of commerces.
Yeah, I don't who's going to grow with coffee and donuts hanging out every now and again kind of thing. So
yeah, we got to be different.
So
we make a difference.
and fun.
Yeah, fun. And I've always enjoyed every event I've been with the chamber because there's a lot of, not just fellowship, again, I'll use that word, but I have had some good business contacts from it.
Yeah, that's our
So,
hope,
you know,
for sure.
and it's, so it's good to, enjoy yourself, but you also, got to pass your card around and whatever else. And I've had a couple of guests over the last couple of years that I've met at one of these events, and got them on the show because they were also another nonprofit that was not as prominent, or they were bigger. Remember that one we had at the hospital over in West Burleson, the Texas Health.
You said West and confused her for sure.
I'm sorry.
Well, you actually lost me at remember,
there.
and I thought, I probably don't.
And this was back in the spring. They had it over at the Texas Health Euclid over at off of Renfro, and everybody thinks it's Joshua, but it's still Burleson. And,
Texas Health
Off Wilshire?
Neighborhood?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And
Are you talking about our network at night?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Got it.
She's with it.
And now
Here
we
I
got it.
am.
Okay, I got it.
Yes.
Oh, your husband must be infinitely patient. But anyway,
Blessed is what it is.
so say hey to Jack.
Sorry,
Jack.
Jack.
Thanks for sharing, Jack.
Your pain.
Yeah, but so they had somebody wanted to be on the show that they did stuff more for DFW than just Burleson, and then that's how we hooked up. Is one of those things, yeah. And so that is a real value with that. So when and with the number of businesses moving in, how do you contact these people?
They come to us.
They come to you. You do.
Yeah.
So if you find out that, say, I don't know, some new little restaurant or new boutique is coming to town, do you
When
go?
I get, right now, whenever I get like a certificate of occupancy, I try to be really intentional to take a second and just get a card and send it to them, because I don't think that that means necessarily I can go and that they're going to be there and I can knock on the door.
I get it.
But I do try to write them a card and just let them know we're excited that they're coming and that we're available. But
See, that's like I referred to my friend earlier. He never got anything like that. He didn't even know they existed.
yeah.
And so
I mean, I don't always do it.
Oh, I bet you do.
I haven't had the time, but now that there's more people
Yes,
in the
and she'll
office,
have Jasmine.
and a
That's,
lighter,
Jasmine's gonna be up on those members, getting after them.
Well, that's good. I know it's grown in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Quite a bit, and it's still growing. And that's a testament to y'all. Y'all do a great job, and you joined a good group.
Thank you. I mean, after 2 weeks, I know I'm doing a great job.
Yeah.
I'm still here. She let me come back today.
No, we'll
We've
see
introduced her
again.
to the Publix.
Right.
Yeah, so no, you're going to enjoy it because it's just a good outfit, and a lot of people have a lot of positive regard for it, and so
That's what I've heard. And, you're talking about people not knowing that they have other chambers in other, cities and stuff, like hosting the Johnson County groups on Friday, spurring each other on. So, because it is the Burleson area, we want all of our community and the outskirt, like we want it all, everyone to thrive. So
sure. Well, there is an idea of synergy that if even if your competitors are doing well and you're doing well, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
right.
Because you get known for it. I know that people from outside of Burleson come to the restaurants in this town all the time. The guys will tell you that people come in from Alvarado or they'll come in from Cleburne, whatever else, or Keene, because God knows what's going on in Keene. I mean, there's not much,
I drove through there last night. It was the same.
Okay.
Slow down.
Slow down. Oh, absolutely.
Slow down.
Absolutely. They're waiting for you. Speaking of Keene, why don't you throw up the Journey up there? Our friend Rich Hooper over at 88.3
Yes.
The Journey will be promoting the show.
We love Rich.
Yeah.
He's a diplomat, and he's on the board of directors.
Is he?
Yeah.
I knew he's a diplomat, but
Yeah, he's fantastic.
All the things.
he's
Yeah.
very, very busy because I keep saying, you need to come on the show. Well, I'll be out of town. Well,
Yeah.
I'm doing a revival. Well, we got a
He is
fundraiser.
very
And I'm like,
busy.
holy Toledo. But anyway, he and I kind of swap.
Why don't you take the show on the road?
That's a possibility. It's as far as like taking all this on the road.
Well, but he's got a studio.
That we've talked about that before, but it just doesn't seem to work out either for his time and her mind. I'd like to do it, and when we started connecting and swapping mentions, I guess he said something about that, but it's like I say, it's for one reason or another the schedules weren't meshing. You know, he was out of the country for a little while.
He was,
and then he was out of town for a vacation, and then he was doing a fundraiser, and then he was
busy.
And then he was doing a revival. I wasn't really kidding. He was doing some preaching, and so he just summertime's busy time.
Yeah.
But anyway, my wife loves 88.3 The Journey. So, and as far as this show, it'll be on my radio station, community radio, at 6:00 today and 1:00 tomorrow.
Very good.
You still doing the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay. The last one you did was like 2 hours long. I thought. And I thought,
that is not true.
Okay.
Which one was it? Was it the one with Gayla? But that was like 4 ago. So.
No, I put that one on the station, and that was the one. You remember that I couldn't get it off the station. Remember that when that happened? Yeah, I plugged it in for the usual times, and it kept running every noon. I'm like, no, I already played that one twice, and you're like,
fine.
Oh,
Thank you.
And so
Appreciate it.
I had to go and contact the guys in Pittsburgh to say, will you get this off my show?
So tired of this.
Well,
Leadership.
Yeah, this one was
Burleson.
on Leadership Burleson, and we had Drew Myers and Aaron Samuels on.
Oh, well, that's not the one I'm referring to.
Okay, so that was the latest that I think was last week.
Okay, the one prior to that, you had two.
Doublemint.
The Doublemint
Right.
commercial. Yeah.
Right.
With Amber and Azure from the Body Bar.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'll look for those.
So catch up. Put the new episode on, sir.
I will. It's so this one for y'all will be 6:00 today, 1:00 tomorrow. It's on TuneIn, Live 365. I always connected to the Facebook page or several. I'm getting to be on like a dozen pages. I'm annoying people across various platforms.
As long as you know.
Yeah. Well, I try to give the sponsors their money's worth, so I spread as
that's good.
I'll get on that platform and start sharing there.
Absolutely.
And I'll get a personal message from the administrator of that page. Say, will you slow down? One
Doing
a day.
too much.
Yeah.
One a day, please. All right, Josh.
It's not your page.
How you doing over there?
Hanging in there.
Yeah, so you'll get to know ladies' man Josh over here when you come to. Oh yeah.
All right, hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
I know he's going to be strutting his stuff in Fort Worth later today and that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, you ever seen Saturday Night Live when you see John Travolta strutting down the street with that pink
That's
can?
him.
That's him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Live look from Sundance Square.
Yeah.
Love it.
Playing Staying Alive.
I like it.
Yeah. Anyway, tomorrow, like I said, I have the mayor on. Next Tuesday, I have people from the Burleson Opportunity Fund. And Monday is an open date, and I may...
You want me to come back?
Sure,
It
why
was so
not?
much fun. We'll just do it again.
Why not? Sure, why not? It's all good.
You need more cackling?
Well, the thing about it is this show goes really fast. Not a lot of times, actually very rarely, I think, well, okay, I need another 10 minutes. Most of the time, particularly when it's y'all, like, boom, it goes like that.
Right. I was looking at the clock. I'm like, oh.
I'm really fortunate. I've had very, very few guests that I've had to like pull the conversation out of them. Most of the time, you ask them about what they're doing or what they're interested in, and I just sit back. So,
Well, that should be how it is,
Yeah,
right?
Conversation.
yeah, it's an easy show to do. I mean,
Yeah.
people say, "How do you do a podcast so often?" I said, "It's not that hard. If you get people that'll talk about themselves and their jobs and their, what they're passionate about, it's easy."
People that know how to have conversations.
Yes, exactly right. So very few times I've had to. And how about it? No. Victoria is the best guest, I think, because
yeah.
I say, "So how you doing, Victoria?" And I'll go get a sandwich. And
She's still talking.
yeah, she just got so much energy and pep and
Yeah,
enthusiasm.
she's
and,
so cute. I love her.
she'll be on, I think, the 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Awesome.
Because it's budget time for city council, and
Yeah.
it's a party.
I
All
mean,
right.
budgets anywhere are,
You handle the budgets, or is it given to you?
yeah.
Yes, both. All right. You just,
Yes and no.
You just tell Jeremy what you need, and he says, "Sure, here you are." Not quite that
No,
way. No. Okay, well, it should be. Anyway, thank you for coming. Y'all do a great job. I'm very pleased to be part of the chamber. Y'all do a great job for the community.
Thank you.
You it's not just business, but it does bring personal relationships tighter together,
That's our hope.
and it's a good thing because those are hard to maintain these days.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
So, all right. And Josh, thank you for everything. And we will see y'all tomorrow with Mayor Fletcher. And Aaron says, stay cool out there. Good luck with that. All right.
No, it's cooler today. That's actually, it's possible, Aaron.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.